Alright guys, I've had a lot of requests from people in my live streams like last night to build a video for you guys with every single build leading up to basically max skill points. This video is going to be from 25 to 150. I'm going to do a maximum skill build video on its own. The maximum skill points you can get is 185. If you guys want to support this channel, please do leave a like on this video and subscribe. Both are totally free and both make a massive difference to me. So thank you guys so much. Let's start off with 25 skill points. There's a big change that comes when you get to 75. You'll see the height and weight difference is massive, and there's a huge reason for that. It's the lengthy glitch, which I'm sure anyone who plays Ultimate Team is familiar with. If you don't, we'll get into it and we'll explain, but you basically can't be stopped and you're Haaland. You need to be playing that build. So let's start off with the small build, 25 skill points. I set myself up as a left wing purely because in left wing, you got better pace, better dribbling, better passing. You miss out a bit on the shooting, but guys, you've seen some of my live streams. You've probably seen some of my previous videos. The shooting on this game is double decent anyway. Like, you're not suffering. You're not suffering from switching to striker. So I stay in the left wing. You can go right wing. It makes absolutely no difference. Just when I started off the game, this is what I did. Distance shooter was the only unlockable perk, so I went with distance shooter. And very simply, I found the dribbling to be really clunky and slow, so I put initial skill points into that. One skill point into the passing just because it's spare with the 25 allocation, and the finishing and weak foot. You don't really need finishing, and I have gone back and forward on this. You don't have to have it. You could put more into your dribbling to start off your build. But for me personally, the 4-star weak foot makes a difference. I was getting really irritated with missing shots on my weak foot early on, and just the one skill point into the acceleration. So not the quickest to start off with, but bear in mind that's what you start with, right? It's not going to take you long to progress to 50 skill points, of course, and if you've done the Volta glitch, many of you might already be there. Let's have a look at 50 skill points. We stay 5'7", you can go 5'6" here, 5'7", it really doesn't matter. And distance shooter, again, if you have unlocked any other perks by this stage, I believe you could have unlocked the skill dribbler. If you have, put it on. If not, it's up to you. Skill dribbler and active first touch are just going to be the perks that I recommend to use in this, with a third perk that changes as you go up the divisions, up the levels. Right, looking at this particular setup with 50 skill points allocation, you still don't quite have enough to get the lengthy boost because you need to put your skill points into things to get that through agility and dribbling. So at this initial stage, early on in the game, I recommend to follow these on screen. Just have a little bit of agility, give yourself some balance, give yourself some ball control. Because like I said, the ball seems to just ping off of you and it's so irritating. Same thing with the short passing. It's kind of only there at the moment because there's nowhere else to put one skill point that really does anything that useful. I mean, +2 short passing, it's got to do something, right? I've got a 5-star weak foot this early on. I said it early in this video. I just like to have the 5-star weak foot. I just feel like it gets rid of any doubt. If you're running through on goal, you don't even have to think about what side you shoot on. Listen, if you guys are good at positioning your pro on his weak foot and using the L2 to shoot with the outside of the boot, you can do that. But the shot animation does take a slightly longer time to go through. So I go with the 5-star weak foot just because I was missing some sitters on stream on my guy's right foot. And then I've got the 4 in acceleration. Now this is where this video and this build takes a huge turn and gets really interesting, guys. This is exactly 75 skill points. My guy's been on some HGH. He's flown up. He's 75 skill points, 6'2", beast at nearly 200 pounds. Skilled dribbler and the active first touch. I highly recommend to have both of them in. Of course, the active first touch is just brilliant. I've liked it last FIFA. I like it this FIFA. Anything that increases ball control, acceleration, sprint speed. I mean, come on. Come on. And skilled dribbler for the obvious. Now, 6'2". Make sure you've got your 2 first skill points allocated like you can see on screen here. Which brings our strength to 84. 84 strength. When we come over to the dribbling tab, we have nothing in the agility, and you can see our agility sits on 69. That is a gap of 15. It can be a gap of 14, but I haven't found a way at 75 skill points to do that. So you've got a 15 strength increase over your agility, which gives you the lengthy trait. This makes you rapid, it makes you Haaland. It's on Ultimate Team, I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's kind of the biggest thing to come into the gameplay side of things on FIFA 23, whether that's Ultimate Team, Career Mode, Pro Clubs. You can now be a tool beast and run through and just basically not be stopped. Oh, I'm bursting through. Lengthy, get me away. Haaland, Haaland, German. See this man in person.
You look like...
What do you mean?
Oh my God.
So physical, these two in there. Dribbling looks like this. Copy it as you will. Passing, nothing in there. Shooting, 5-star weak foot is still sat there. And now we've got the cheetah archetype. You don't need the cheetah archetype to get the lengthy boost, but I do feel like you want the most speed possible, right? I mean, if you're going to play in an OP build, you might as well max it out. And obviously, if we had more skill points, these would be maxed. Let's go on to looking at 100 skill points and where I'd allocate the extra 25 on top of this. 100 skill points, I'm looking the same build, obviously. Poacher, boost shooting from inside the box. I don't need to even say anything, do I? That's where most of your chances are going to come. 90% of your shots, unless you're an absolute wizard at the long shot. So the same setup in 100. Physical's got the first two in. Dribbling looks the same. But I think on this one, we've now got the Lynx archetype. And passing empty, shooting the same. And we've actually had to reduce a little bit of the sprint speed to get that archetype in the dribbling. Now, you guys can obviously take this off if you don't want it. That is your choice. You have free will, and you can allocate them to the acceleration and the sprint speed if you guys want it. It's up to you. You guys can come down that route. Personally speaking, though, I would probably have the dribbling because you're already rapid, but it's up to you guys. If you want to be the quickest version of yourself, go in this route. Go down the speed route. And finally, 150 skill points, 89 rated. I know some of you guys might think, oh, I can build a build that's 92 rated at this skill point level. The rating overall is not the important bit. It's the individual stats, it's the pace, it's the dribbling, it's the acceleration, it's the finishing. Those things matter more than certain aspects of this game which just don't. This one is different. We have got the ball archetype because we are having a little bit more in the skill dribbling tab. We've got this beautiful Maestro archetype, this Lynx archetype, and this is when this build becomes ridiculous because your dribbling's absolutely ridiculous. You're like Messi, but you're 6'2", and you're 198 pounds. So you've got to have this, otherwise if you take it off, you lose that strength boost of 7, go down to 87, and then the agility in here is 77, so you're only 10 over. Got to be 14 points of strength ahead of your agility. Passing, nothing in there. Shooting looks like this. We've got the finisher archetype now that we've got those extra 98 finishing. If you miss a chance, it's on you. I'm not even joking. And this is how the cheetah archetype looks. Again, you could take off one of those dribbling archetypes if you're not a dribbler. If you prefer to not play the game like that, that is your choice. Remove the Lynx archetype. You could remove that Maestro archetype, get 10 skill points extra, and you could maximize all of your sprint speed in here. But personally, I feel like you're already fast enough, and when you use the build yourselves, you'll probably go ahead and see that. And the boost in dribbling, 6 dribbling and 6 agility, gets you to 77, and obviously then you're still above it with 92 strength. You're a madness. I spoke about this on TikTok, which if you're not following over there, you're probably over the age of 12. No, I mean, TikTok is kind of a madness these days. We're growing fast over there. The link. Yeah, that's how I would set up, guys. 150 skill points, 100 skill points, 75, 50, and 25. Let me know if you guys have any changes, anything you would change. But personally, from playing the game, that's what I think is best. And I still have 32 skill points available, don't worry. I know I will be bringing you a maximum build when I get there. I'm nearly level 98, so when I get to maximum level, guys, which will be tonight on stream, you will see the max build. Subscribe for all the best Pro Clubs content. I really appreciate you guys as we are flying towards 250,000 subscribers. Don't miss out. Hit that red button to get all the best Pro Clubs news, updates, builds, glitches, everything. We brought you the Volta glitch. You guys, I mean, all of my subscribers have done that, and now they've patched it. That was because you were subscribed and rung that notification bell. You saw it early. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Now you've got a level and play 500 games. I've played 59 and I'm level 98. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.